Oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's gone 4 for 9.
Let's do it, guys.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Our temperatures should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Standing in now, Adam Jones. A little bouncer. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here's Manny Machado now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Mancini leads off first with 1 away. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Bradley is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Orioles 0, Sox coming to the plate. You're watching MLB Network. Dylan Bundy will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, Dylan Bundy has come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. good overhand 12-6 curveball, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
Striding into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider that misses below the zone. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Trumbo has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on, Boston!
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Mitch Moreland. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's really struggled. 1 for 15. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, when you go with the slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Three and 1 to Martinez.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Moreland leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
From the belt, the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early look. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Now the 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 2 hits in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Another full count pitch home. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
At the plate, Mark Trumbo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now the payoff pitch home. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
Oh, what a stop on the slide to second for 1. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 3 base hits in 20 at-bats. Alvarez stands at second with 2 gone. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, look at the dive. He's up with it. The throw. Got him. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-1. He is taken high above the zone. The 2-1 home. Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. I'm going to talk about Mark Trumbo. We all know why he's in there. Exit velocity and launch angle. Enough said. He'll dabble with the glove, but he's in the lineup to drive in runs.
Next up for the Red Sox, Eduardo Nunez. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. His past history with Dylan Bundy, it brings a .353 batting line. He also has 1 home run. Here's the 0-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Caleb Joseph, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. There goes the runner down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Benintendi in pursuit, and the Orioles have their first hit of the game, and he is in there.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado. And that's over. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And the count will be full. Mancini over at second. Jones at first. 1 gone. Popped him up. Devers trying to get there, and this will land foul. Another full count pitch home. A swing and a ground ball to third, and that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Jonathan Scope. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Fouled away. Still only one out in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play.
Shut him down now.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Bases are loaded here, one man out. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The 2-2, and it's fouled away. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Up around the face.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. He'll come home with it, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. What a bad time for a wild pitch, as the run will score from third. 3 runs already home here. Hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Into the box, Danny Valencia. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The O's lead this thing 5-0. Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Scope onto the grass. 1 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Mookie Betts. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. The 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Benintendi is off at first with 2 away. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Caleb Joseph. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
He swings at anything.
Lifted into center field. Bradley is there. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Mancini. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. payoff pitch one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Adam Jones. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Another full count pitch home. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scope has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready for another chance? Xander Bogaerts hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-1. Rolled slowly to first. Davis is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael.
Riding in once again, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll try again. 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trumbo coming on. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready once again, Manny Machado. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Scope. He singled his last time up. He loses him on ball 4.
first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. On deck, the right-handed hitting Mark Trumbo. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Stephen Wright takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Stephen Wright.
Mark Trumbo will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He's set. Here's the 3-0. A high fastball is in there. Scope at second. Davis is over at first with 1 away.
Hey,
3-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 3-2 pitch. Count still full. 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A 3-run homer here for Mark Trumbo, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, with a 3-2 count and only 1 out, he knew that he was probably going to see a pitch in the zone, but he could not have hoped for a better pitch to drive. All aboard the RBI train.
In now, Pedro Alvarez. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Benintendi. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Danny Valencia. Grounded to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Caleb Joseph.
Ready now, Caleb Joseph. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's 2 for 3. He's also driven in 5 runs. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Orioles push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. Halfway home from Fenway. It's the Orioles 8 and the Red Sox nothing. Settling in now, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scope is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. First time up, he went down looking. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a ball diving into the dirt. A swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Boston line score. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder. Now the payoff pitch home. Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So coming to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Digging in now, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 2-1 now to Mookie. Now the 2-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Orioles are on top 8-0. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-1. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop, right to him. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop.
Here's Manny Machado now. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's gone just 2 for 13. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Betts, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The second baseman.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder, Mark.
Digging in and looking for more, Mark Trumbo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hitting a knuckleball is hard enough, but hitting a knuckleball that's away and driving it to the opposite field, that tells me this guy can sit back pretty well and wait for the ball to travel a long way. That was a great swing in this last at-bat.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo.
Strike him out!
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Orioles strand a couple as it remains an 8-0 ball game. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now the 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Jones. A jump, but he can't get it. It falls in and bounces over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
In now, Rafael Devers. A bouncer up the middle. Machado is there. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-1. Hard liner to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baltimore, number 43, Mike Wright.
Stepping in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Outside 2-1. To 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2. Come on, Sark.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
From the stretch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Trumbo to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
All I know is a lot of comebacks were started with less. He ropes a triple, driving in a run and cutting the deficit to 4. A base hit here, and it'll be down to 3.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Mookie Betts would be next. Bradley at third with 2 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mancini's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 7th inning coming up. Baltimore's out in front 8-4. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Pedro Alvarez, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Danny Valencia is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Caleb Joseph.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Caleb Joseph. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Here's Mookie Betts. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hard ground ball to third, and that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down. It was just too hard to play.
Standing in now, Andrew Benintendi. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. Betts on second. Benintendi at first with no outs. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another shot now, J.D. Martinez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hey. 1-2 now. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-2. Now this is stroked into the gap in right center. That's going to get down and head toward the triangle. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And he's in there safely. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Number 38.
Into the box now, Xander Bogarts. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first. Davis has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, third baseman, Raphael.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Number 57.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. One and two, here it comes. Popped up.
And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Ready once again, Eduardo Nunez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a full count now, 3-2.
Count this ball, 3-2.
Men on third with two down. Gets him on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Orioles 8 and the Red Sox.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
Let's go. Shut him down.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
You got a full count, 3-2.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Vasquez has a play. He's got it one away.
Now batting center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
In now, Manny Machado. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 2 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes, and it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and this remains a close one. It's 8-7. Next up for the Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Brock Holt will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 12, Brock Holt.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The next 3-2. Smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And it's nipping time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, Hero. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Missed with a slider. Mitch Moreland waits on deck. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball too high. Ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Moreland. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baltimore, number 60, Michael Gibbons.
Mitch Moreland will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Betts over at second. Benintendi on at first with nobody out. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Now the 2-1. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Scooped up, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. Fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A two-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
4 runs here in this half inning.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Orioles 8. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Craig Kimbrell.
Sandy Leon is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 3, Sandy Leon.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, and in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's hitless in 3 at-bats.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
The 1-2. Fastball that misses.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And that one just missed outside. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Nunez is there for it. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
At the plate, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
The 3-1 pitch. Hard liner to center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Mark Trumbo. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready on 1 and 2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box, Pedro Alvarez. And a breaking ball stays outside. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 2-1 home. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Baltimore down to their final strike. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Up with it, Leon. But he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. In now for the O's, Danny Valencia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Striding in once again, Caleb Joseph. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Davis at third, Alvarez at second, Valencia at first, 2 out in the inning. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Let's go. Shut down.
Now the 2-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, we definitely got our money's worth in that one. They were down huge, but hey, give them a lot of credit. They scraped and clawed and eventually got the win. No lead is ever safe in